Welcome to Gideon Costello. Road did not break.
How you guys doing today? Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a very special Giddy Up Costello. This is Gracie's 7th grade class put together the play, the Passion Play, at her school. I have to tell you, I just left it a few minutes ago. The teachers did a fantastic job with these kids, and I can just imagine the amount of patience that they had with these kids, but it was flawless. It was really flawless. They did a brilliant job with it. Very, very good job. I heard there were a lot of kids that were sick. I'm not sure if they were there or not, but I did hear that a few of them were sick, but they did an outstanding job. So sit back, enjoy the video, and again, congratulations guys, you did a fantastic job.
and some waved palm branches in his honor as they escorted him into the city. Some people asked, "Who is this?" They were told,
"This is the prophet,
Jesus of Nazareth.
blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord."
"Hosanna in the highest."
The apostles were just settling into the celebration when Jesus did a surprising thing. He rose from the meal, called for water in a basin, and began to wash the feet of the apostles and dry them with a towel. But Simon Peter stood up and protested.
"Lord, you shall never wash my feet."
Jesus replied,
If I do not wash you, you will not share my inheritance.
and he continued,
Judas walked boldly up to him and embraced him. Jesus said,
Would you betray the Son of God with a kiss?
They led him away under arrest to the house of the high priest. All of the apostles ran in fear, except for Peter, who followed at a distance. Peter stood in the courtyard of the high priest, hoping to find out what was going to happen to Jesus. A servant girl came along and looked at him closely and said,
"You too were accused of Nazareth."
but he denied it, saying,
"I do not know what you are talking about."
she started to tell the bystanders.
"This man is one of them."
Again, he denied it. One of the bystanders then started to shout.
"You are surely one of them, for you two are brothers."
Peter began to curse and swear.
I do not even know that man you are talking about.
It was then that Peter recalled the prediction that Jesus had made to him. Before the rooster crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. Peter broke down and fled the scene crying heavily. Jesus stood before the chief priests and listened to witnesses testify against him with lies. Finally, the high priest asked,
Are you the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed One?
Jesus answered,
I am.
Then they sentenced him to death and sent him to Pilate, who had to agree the sentence. Jesus was taken before Pilate and questioned him.
Are you the King of the Jews?
And Jesus replied.
You say so.
At this, Pilate addressed the crowd and had gathered.
Shall I release the King of the Jews?
They shouted back.
Crucify! Crucify!
But Pilate protested.
Why? What evil has he done?
They only shouted the louder.
Crucify!
Pilate realized that a riot was breaking out. He called for water in a basin, he washed his hands in front of the crowd, and declared as he did so.
I am innocent of the blood of this man.
The soldiers led Jesus away and scourged him. They tore off his outer garments. Wrapped him in a royal purple cloak, and put a crown of thorns upon his head. They then mockingly saluted him, saying,
All hail King of the Jews!
When he finished, they ripped the robe off his body, led him out, and gave him the heavy wooden cross to carry.
Jesus was so weak that he could scarcely walk, and yet he had to carry this great load upon his shoulders. He stumbled and fell under the massive weight of the cross. Already bruised and wounded, the pain he experienced must have been almost unbearable. Yet he rose to his feet and continued his journey. Up the path to Calvary, Jesus meets his mother. Mary's heart was filled with grief as she watched her only child suffering so intensely. Yet there was little she could do for him except be with him in his last hours. Is this the boy on our love? Why can't they love him too? What has my
His weakness was extreme, and his cruel executioners tried to hasten his steps when he could scarcely move.
agony of his thought. The soldiers then selfishly gambled for possession of his cloak. Consider how Jesus was put on the cross. These barbarians, after fastening his hands and his feet with nails, raised the cross and watched him meet an end.
At noon, darkness fell over the countryside and lasted until midnight. Jesus hung in anguish for those 3 hours and got back to cried out.
Father, into your hands I commend my spirit.
Then he bowed his head and died. After the death of our Lord, one of his disciples, Joseph of Arimathea, gathered the soldiers and told them to take the body of Jesus down from the cross. Joseph then placed him in the arms of his sorrowful mother. Mary prepared the body of her son Jesus. Wrapped him in clean shroud. And put him in the tomb. Grieving intensely, they then paid their respects. Closed the tomb and withdrew.
much for watching that video. Click subscribe, smash that like button. Thank you.
Wait, do it again. I wasn't recording. Good.
Hey, giddy up, Costello.
Hello.
See you later. They did a good job.
Yeah, they really did.
Yes, they did. Anything to say? Oh, there you go. When you want to leave, bud? Say, oh, let me get a picture of these guys.